Don't count on anybody else. Count on you and the strength you have inside of you. Listen, I know sometimes it's hard. Those that want more, do more, go for more are the oddballs. They're the crazy ones at first. But remember this, they don't make statues of critics. They make statues of the dreamers, the crazy ones that kept pushing forward. If you believe there's more, like Dale Carnegie said, if you know you have more potential and you're not utilizing it, that's the definition of unhappiness. And let me ask you a question. Do you think this is the first time in history things have gone sideways? Man, I've been obsessing on books right now for the last 4,000 years. This has been the same cycle over and over and over. The last 500 years, the exact same cycle. But why has there still been people that have been massively successful, massively happy, even in times of change? How could that be? Because they didn't let the outside world affect the inside game. And those that can master the inner game thrive significantly more than those that are paralyzed trying to figure out what's next. Don't count on anybody else. Count on you and the strength you have inside of you. Find a way to convince yourself that what you're doing is part of your journey and fall in love with what you're currently doing. Yes, you can shift it just like that if you think to yourself, what I'm currently doing is just a stepping stone to who I'm going to become. Because how we do one thing is how we do everything. You can't say, I hate this job, and you're just getting by until something comes along, because maybe something will never come along. You'll never have the nerve. But if you fall in love with what you're doing, you get 10 times better, become the best at it, opportunity opens up like crazy. When I was working in a collision shop, working on cars every single day, I hated it. But I found a way to fall in love with it, and I became the best of the best. It was temporary. It was a bump in the road. But if I would have hated it forever, I might still be doing it. It could be, am I too old? Could be, am I too young? It could be, I'm not that good with tech. I live in the wrong area. I'm in the wrong country. Could be a million things. Remember, it's all a state of mind. If you think you're too old, you are. If you think you're too young, you are. If you think it's too hard, it is. How many people do we know that reinvented themselves in their 60s, their 70s, their 80s? My dad is reinventing himself right now at 85 years old. It is all a state of mind. I took 35 years of being in business for myself. Yes, 35 years. I was 17 when I started a firewood cutting business. Actually, 16. I started a firewood cutting business. And along that journey of firewood business and my parents being married 9 times and this journey of obsessing and reading and starting 13 companies and doing more than I ever imagined possible, going on to being a multiple New York Times bestselling author and partner with Tony Robbins and donate millions to charity and all this great stuff. Along that journey, I've now looked back and I recognize what are the pieces that propelled me forward? What kept my state of mind? What suppressed the inner villain or suppressed the inner imposter syndrome or that inner self-doubt and unleashed this power that moved me forward even when I was uncomfortable? What allowed me to find the motivation, the inspiration, the enthusiasm, the excitement, the energy? How do I stay in shape? How do I have the love of my life, be the dad I want, balance power, balance time? How to persuade ethically? All of those things are the things that allowed me to be here. We can replace any limiting story with a story of empowerment. And when you attach those emotions to goals, you become unstoppable. So you know where you are with honesty. Then we must decide, where is it that we truly want to go? Who do we want to be in a year from now? Think of that question. I didn't say what do you want? Who do you want to become a year from now? What kind of income, happiness, joy, health do you want? Let's pretend it's a year from now. Pretend it's the best year of our lives. And what does that look like when you look in the mirror, when you look in your bank account, when you get up to do your daily thing? Is it going to an office or is it doing your own thing where you're impacting others, right? So if we know where we are and we know where we want to go, then we talked about attaching the emotion of why. Why do you want to make more money, have more love, have a better body, or be in better shape? Why do you want to find self-love again? Or get out of that bad habit? Why? It's always deeper, right? Could be for family, could be for freedom, could be because you want control of your decisions, your time, right? Could be that you want to be a better parent, a better husband, a better wife, a better spouse, a better significant other. I don't know your why, but when you attach your heart to your goal, you become unstoppable. The last piece, if you know where you are, and you know where you want to go, if you attach your heart, the last piece is, how are you going to get there? What capabilities do you need to keep your mindset sharp, to never lose your confidence, to stay in the right state of mind, to unleash that inner hero that lives in all of us, to stay happy, abundant, to focus on solutions, to move forward, to not feel like an imposter. What capabilities do you need?